Thank you for listening to BizPod with me, Paul.
And me, Rachel.
Our weekly business English podcast where we talk about the news, social media, and hot topics from a business point of view. You'll get a podcast and links to the articles we discuss. This way you can share your thoughts too. Join us as we discuss what's on our minds this week. So Rachel, we're going to talk today about convenience. Do you like convenience, or do you prefer things to be difficult and hard to achieve?
Ooh, well, I don't like convenience food.
Okay.
We like to cook our own food from fresh ingredients.
That's true. So you're talking about sort of processed food that you buy and stick in the microwave.
Yeah, because also known as convenience food, isn't it? Or
Yeah,
fast
true.
food,
Yeah. But we actually got rid of our microwave.
We
That's
did.
because it was too convenient.
Yeah.
Ooh, I just thought of that.
Yeah. No, it was just taking up too much space in the kitchen, and we
Yeah.
only used it for reheating things.
Yeah.
And it was like, what's the point?
Yeah, there's no point, was it?
No point.
Okay.
So do I like convenience? I sometimes like things to be convenient. I like my life to be a little bit easier, but
Okay, but you like a challenge as well.
I do. I relish a challenge.
Yeah, I mean, just talking about me, you have just published your book.
Yeah, a proper book.
A proper book.
A proper book. I've written a proper book, Paul.
Rach, you did a thing.
A little thing, yes.
Yeah, but I'm just thinking, how many years did it take you to write that book? 5 years.
Yeah.
So it wasn't something that was like easy to do. It was a challenge. It was difficult at times.
Very, very difficult.
Yeah.
Yeah, and to be honest, I could have spent another 5 years on it, but you have to get to a point where you have to say stop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I was thinking, like, you know, you have like artificial intelligence. We were speaking about this a few minutes ago ourselves, where you can have something like an AI system that can, I suppose, write the book for you. In a very, you know, it's very convenient to just say to an AI system, I want to write a book about this, or, you know, give me 3,000 words on this subject. Did you ever consider doing that when you were writing your book?
No. I mean, I started writing the book way before AI was even on the periphery of availability.
Yeah.
And no, I didn't, because it was personal. It's got my stories in it. It's got my experiences in it. There was nothing in that book that AI could write because it isn't me.
Okay.
It can't get inside my head. It hasn't done my job, so it couldn't tell my story.
Yeah.
But yeah. But then I also shared with you that I'd spoken with somebody who had been using AI to help them in their work for writing emails, summarising papers, preparing presentations. They found it fantastic, really convenient for giving them more time in the day.
Yeah.
But they've noticed that they cannot remember what they said in the email, what was in the presentation, because they didn't write it. They didn't go through the hard work of thinking, oh, what do I need to include here? How can I write this? So that process of just saying I need an email to say XYZ and then copy paste from AI, they've totally forgot or weren't exposed.
Yeah. They weren't exposed to the actual content of the email. So they don't know what they actually sent in their email.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dangerous.
It can be dangerous for people to do that. So we're talking all about convenience today, obviously, particularly the idea that convenience isn't necessarily a good thing.
No. We've got an article, and it's from The Guardian, and there's a lovely little title within it that says, Modern hyper-convenience is a kind of deal with the devil.
Yeah.
Ooh.
I like the idea of making a deal with the devil. Yeah.
I mean, this guy who wrote this article, he's a psychologist, and he's saying that because young people are doing so much on their mobile phones, they're staying at home and streaming Netflix, they're not going to pubs, and
they're using dating apps, they're ordering food through an app, they're doing this through an app, that through an app.
Everything is through their phone or through their computer.
And it's convenient.
Yeah.
They're losing real life skills, aren't they?
He said years ago he would treat people for psychological problems after, trauma, a traumatic event, or, an accident. Now he's just got people coming saying, I don't know how to make friends. I'm scared of going out.
Yeah.
Which is sad.
Yeah. I mean, I know we're not young anymore, When we were, young, young and trendy, in our early 20s, we were going out all the time, weren't we?
Yeah, but there weren't mobile phones. I remember I was 35 before I had my first mobile phone.
Yeah. And your first mobile phone was one of those Nokias, wasn't it?
It was a brick.
A Nokia brick. So it wasn't a smartphone.
No.
I mean, I'm trying to think, smartphones, that's definitely a sort of 2000 onwards.
No, later than that. I remember we were here and somebody brought a smartphone over and said, hey, look, you can zoom in on a photo. And we were like, whoa, that you could use 2 fingers to...
Yeah, I'm trying to think, I'm trying to think when was the smartphone sort of, launched then first. I can't remember.
I don't know.
It's an amazing piece of technology,
It is.
but it has made
It's a
lots of
computer
things.
in your pocket.
Yeah. It's made lots of things, especially, with the apps, it's made everything convenient.
But you're disconnected at the same time. It's like you said, like when we go to a restaurant, you see parents give their smartphone to their kids and the smartphone becomes the babysitter to occupy the kids.
Yeah.
You see young people going out to dinner, that instead of sitting there communicating with each other,
They're on the phones.
They're on the phones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Communicating with people who are not there at the restaurant.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy. I can understand that, the younger generations, they don't know how to interact with each other.
Whereas older generation, I mean, our generation, if I'm sat there on my phone or you're sat there on your phone, we're like, you're being rude. Stop it.
Yeah, I suppose so, yeah.
Whereas,
especially at a restaurant, yeah.
But young people don't, do they?
No.
They just think it's normal to, let's go for a pizza, and then just both sit there on your phones.
Yeah. There was one of those books that I think you introduced to me. Was it the Amy Pomporis Becoming Bulletproof?
Evie Pomporis.
Evie Pomporis.
Yeah,
There was
Bulletproof.
There was something in the book that she says, I think it was that book, that she says whenever she goes into a meeting with somebody, she makes sure that she sees that person. She makes sure that person sees her turn her phone off and put it away in a bag.
Yeah. It's a
As
psychological nod to
say
tell them
that
to do
you're-
the same. You're important to me.
You're important to me, yeah.
Yeah.
Look, my phone's switched off, it's in my bag, it's not going to interrupt us.
Yeah.
Yeah, as opposed to most people who they have it in their pocket and they're constantly sort of waiting for the buzz because it's on silent or things like
I
that.
don't get this as well. I don't know, but I see it on TV.
Yeah,
People on TV seem to have mobile phones that are not in covers.
yeah.
But out and about, everybody's got their mobile phone in a cover. And
Generally.
what is this with putting your mobile phone down on the table face down?
Yeah, I'm not
I
sure.
don't get that. Because you're just going to pick it up to see if there's a message.
Yeah. I don't know, it's stupid.
Yeah.
It's stupid.
Mate, we're just a different generation. But
We are the original generation.
we're digital immigrants. We remember before and after technology. We're not digital natives.
Yeah.
I think in the future, younger generations, when they're our age, and their younger generations, they're going to have social skills problems,
Yeah.
personal interaction. They're going to have problems, I mean, especially with remote working, everybody working from home now as well, post-pandemic. They're seriously going to have problems communicating with people face to face.
You're probably right. Yeah.
Maybe it's time to get into sales, because if you're really, really good at sales and people skills, they're really going to need you in the future.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, because it's interesting that this article talks about, sort of life thousands of years ago for the hunter-gatherers. And it talks about convenience. Our ancestors are the hunter-gatherers that, during the worst weather conditions, stayed at home.
Yeah.
They didn't go out and die. So staying at home and looking after yourself and,
Conserving your energy.
hopefully you've gathered enough food to last you for 24 hours and it's conveniently located close by.
Yeah.
It's a natural part of what we do. We seek convenience naturally. But the problem is technology is making convenience everywhere.
Yeah, it's hyped up, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's too much.
Yeah. It's like, I think you said, like, a couple of generations in the future, you ask somebody to do something that isn't based on an app, they're going to wonder, well, where's the app for it? What do you mean? What do you mean go in the garden and dig a hole? Where's the app? There must be an app for digging holes, but, I mean, are Are we just out of touch?
We watch fishing and farming programs, Paul. At the beginning of this, you would have heard Paul say, "Oh, I did a thing." That's from Clarkson's Farm on Amazon Prime, where Jeremy Clarkson, who used to be part of Top Gear, now part of the Grand Tour, who's a 64-year-old driving guy, luxury car.
Who's just had triple heart bypass?
Yeah, something like that. Yeah. But he's got a 100-acre farm in the Cotswolds, and he's done a whole 2-3 series
on Amazon Prime
of him learning basically how to become a farmer on his own farm and the challenges, and he's got really passionate about it. But every time he learns how to do something new, he goes, "Look, I did a thing."
And what's the fishing program? Gone Fishing with
Bob Mortimer.
Do the monkey.
Monkey climbing. Yeah, you won't get those jokes unless you. It's not about fishing. We don't like fishing, but there's something about that program that is super relaxing.
No, I like fishing.
Okay, but the two guys were two comedians from the 80s.
The 80s and the 90s.
We grew up with.
Yeah, Bob Mortimer and Paul Whitehouse.
Yeah.
I'm not sure those names will mean much to our listeners.
No.
They're very much they're British icons. They're English icons.
Absolutely.
Of comedy from the 90s.
But the two of them just sit there chatting,
while
reminiscing while fishing, and it's just a super program.
Yeah, it is. Anyway. And you get to do monkey impressions from it.
So are we subject to hyper-convenience, Paul? Are we doing a deal with the devil?
No, I don't think we are. Convenience is good, but we got rid of the microwave. A microwave, I think, was a convenient way of heating, reheating. I wouldn't say cooking food.
Well, I'd like to point out that we didn't buy the microwave. We got given the microwave, so we never actually went and bought it in the first place.
That's true. But we did decide not long ago that it just wasn't a piece of technology or equipment that was worthwhile keeping.
No.
So we had great fun chucking it out the window.
We did. It was great. It was like, yay!
Buy to convenience. Yeah. Yeah. No, I don't think we are. In certain areas of our life, we like convenience. I certainly like Amazon.
Yeah.
It's convenient, rather than shopping at 100 different places. You can
but
shop
that's
at
because
Amazon.
we live in the middle of nowhere and it would take us hours to go
but I'm talking about shopping online. Rather than having 100 shops for different things.
You get everything once.
You can buy almost everything you want from Amazon, which is convenient in a sense. Yeah. But no, I don't think we're hyper-convenient people at all.
We like the challenge. We like to learn.
Yeah.
I think that's the one thing with AI. People will lose
the ability to learn.
I was thinking, I watched that course by Neil Gaiman on creative writing. I watched a call on French patisserie cooking and learnt how to make croissants.
Yeah.
I love doing little mini courses.
Yeah. Learning things and spending hours in the kitchen.
But before that, I went out
to
Italian courses. I did pottery courses, didn't I?
Yeah.
So I don't know whether people will miss that.
I don't know. I think they will. I think like you said, a lot of people, in the future, they're going to find things like that very overwhelming. To actually go to a place where there are other people learning a skill rather than learning it online from the comfort of your home in an app.
Here's the thing. With AI now, if you have Gemini integrated into your Google business account, you can hold a Google meeting and say you've got a group of 10 people and everybody is of a different nationality and none of them speak a common language. You can turn on automatic translation and subtitles, so everybody in that room can speak their own language and the other people can have it translated into their language.
Wow.
Instantly.
Okay.
So there is no need for anybody to learn languages anymore.
Well, there is, obviously. Yeah. I mean, I think we knew that technology was coming. That technology has been being developed for many, many years. It's bound to happen. Yeah. But
great for business.
Yeah.
But not good if you're going on holiday and you want to book a restaurant and buy. Because
you're not necessarily going to have that technology. Well, they'll have it on their smartphones, aren't they? Yeah. Yeah. Well,
we'll see. We'll
We'll
see.
see.
Anyway, read the article. The article is quite a long article. It's quite challenging, some of the vocabulary. But you could always copy it, the text, and pop it into AI and say, give me a summary.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you really wanted. You can pop the text into AI and say, can you pull out all the key vocabulary I should learn?
Yeah, you can. You can. AI is really good for helping. It's very convenient.
Yeah. You've got to know when to use it, though.
Yeah.
When to use it and when to lose it. Okay. Right, I think that's it for today.
Okay.
Speak to you next week.
Bye.
Bye.
Thanks for listening. We hope you liked our podcast. And please don't forget to subscribe and stay connected with us. Until next time, goodbye.